Hello, welcome. I'm on a marathon day of doing some videos. It is the beautiful weekend here in March, and I'm just excited for spring. And these cards were made. This is my first venture into doing a 6x6 paper pack and trying to use the whole thing up. And the lesson to me was, yes, if you don't make the video at the beginning, you make a lot of memory lapses. So I will say that I'm going to try and keep this short because I don't want to waste your time, but I forgot a lot of stuff. So this was an American Crafts paper pack, and I've got a bunch of different cards to show you. I'm using them as giveaways in my retail business, so I tried to keep them very generic. So to start with, I did, these were all sketches, and I apologize because of the time it's taking me now and doing this, I have forgotten what the sketches were. But I think you can kind of just get an idea of what you can do. This paper pack was not my favorite, I'll be honest. I found it in my craft room. And part of this whole thing is going to be documenting me clearing out. I think one of my next videos has to be the craft area, so you can see the amount of volume I'm dealing with and then where I want to go with it. So anyway, back to this paper pack. This was not my favorite. The colors were very much not in my normal wheelhouse of things I would be buying, so I don't know why I bought this. I'm thinking that I must have bought it when it was like a sale of like buy two get one free or something, and probably my favorite was this strawberry one. So anyway, this was one that I started using up strips. They're just small strips. You used 2 1-inch, like a 1.5 inch, and you just put a sentiment. Now, I really liked this stamp set. This was one from Stamping Up. I don't even remember which one it was. It was like one of the newer ones in the last year or two. This is 2021. So it was probably released in like late 2019 or early 2020. And I like the dimension on it. If I find it, I will link it below. And I believe the stamp set was part of it. This brown is part of the paper pack, so it does have a little bit of writing that I got on the edges, but there, it's nice. I just put some twine on the top and called it a day for that one. This is part of that, and I just changed it up by putting a bow on here. I didn't do the one across the top because I thought it was busy enough. So each one of those, I got 2 of those. Then I did these 2 from some cut-aparts that were in there, and I really thought this was cute. Gave it a little bit of birthday flair in this, so that's what led me to thinking this would be good. And then this one was just a note card, and I just stamped thanks on it. There's a little bit of a tone-on-tone pattern in there. So this one has like a little busyness going on, so I tried to keep it very simple. Again, these were 2 different sketches, very similar in that it's just got this kind of side stripe going and then a cut apart, but I was able to get 2 of each of those from that paper. And I believe there was 24 sheets in this paper pack. So I'll count this up later, and we'll count them out and see how many I got. Thinking of You, probably my second favorite, if not tied for first, was this rose pattern. That's what I'm thinking I may have probably bought it for as well. The same stamp set from Stamping Up. What I did do is I fussy cut this out, and I fussy cut down the leaves so that you get a little bit more dimension. You can kind of roll these if you want. I did the same here. You just snip down the leaf. There is a die, but then I did trim around some of it. Again, just to give it a little bit more 3D effect that you can do with those. So I think this may have been in their Forever Fern line this stamp set, and like I said, I just trimmed out like a little bit in here so I could loosen up that leaf to give me you know, the dimension that I wanted. And you can do it without having to add really bulk to the card, which is what I liked. And again, I think this may have been part of that same one. So that was those ones, and just did a scallop here to kind of match the scallop that was on that paper. And I'm only using the two sides of that, so I felt kind of tied it in. Then this pad had the mason jars I thought were really cute. And I know this was from Honeybee Stamps. I bought some of these because I love their sentiments. They have stamps so you could do like best wishes instead of birthday wishes. I think they have one that says like winter wishes or something. Like they have different ways you can use it, and I love that. Just cute little polka dot paper. I liked the little mason jars. Thought it would be a cute birthday card when you just got that unexpected birthday that you have to, you know, hurry up and grab a card for. Like I said, I thought they came out cute. So that was another design. Then we had, ooh, I guess we had more of this than I expected. So this was a Stampin' Up die that said happy birthday. And this paper, I will be honest, I kind of looked at it and thought, what in the world am I going to do with this floral? And by doing it this way, I felt I kind of hid a lot of those, because the colors just to me were, like I said, just real, like, I don't know, like very shabby chic or something. Not even shabby chic, just dated. I don't know how to explain it. So I didn't have anything for that yellow or orange. And these just want to fight me, don't they? They want to be, they want you to see them first, apparently. This is the scallop, and the circle is from a foundations die from Queen & Company. And I did not have a green that matched to this. I didn't have a green paper to match to this polka dot one. What I did was I took one of my Copic markers and colored that after I die cut them out. And the scallop, I just kind of colored along the edge to a color that matched. I mean, it really, if you matched it up to the green in the paper, it isn't, but you know what? You don't notice that. So there's different ways you can take things to match that you don't have to have all the cardstock and stuff for. And like I said, this was an easy way to get that, was just using my markers. So that was one style. And then this is another sketch using that same happy birthday die. And like I said, these papers were like one of my challenges of what am I going to do. This being a smaller one wasn't as much, but this one with this larger one was really, it's got like a faint stripe in there. So it was kind of like, what am I going to do with it? So I used up some of the grid paper. Again, I didn't have a green. That's just colored in with Copic markers. And I used up some of my discontinued. I think this was Watermelon Wonder. And look, I didn't even have enough. I think I was able to cut this out of the layer in the back. But I didn't think of that in these other ones until it was like already done. I think I had already like started layering these up, and I realized like, oh my god, I should have been cutting the happy birthday out of it. So I had to do these three, and these banners are the same thing. They are colored with a Copic marker. So I was able to get 4 with that design. And then we have another sketch that I saw online and really liked. Again, this was a paper I was like, yikes. That's not one. Like, what am I going to do with that? And, yeah, so this was a part of the same one that was on the other one that said wishes. This one is the same Honeybee Stamps and Die. It just says wish. So here you can do make a wish. They have, I forget, there's tons of different little sayings, not tons, but probably a good 15 or 20 different sayings that you can make with the wish and wishes. And I love that. This was a die I've had in my stash, and I just die cut it out. I used my Copics to color it. Took a little Wink of Stella on the top, and made myself some birthday candles to go with these. So we got two of this with this paper. Then these are probably some of my favorites that came out of that paper pack. There's some more of that Tone on Tone, and they had some of the ice cream cones, which again was probably part of what I thought would be good with that paper pack. So I just used a stitched oval I had in my stash. These are some old balloon Stampin' Punches I had from Stampin' Up, and this was an old stamp of theirs, but you could do anything birthday-wise. I gotta stop saying I got 4 of those. I was happy to use up all of that. Now this one was a little bit more of a challenge. I had a third that came out of this, but I used it for my personal use. Yay me. I loved the stripe on this pattern too, and here was more of the flag banner one, and this polka dot, again, this was like a really weird color to me. Looks kind of like a star fruit maybe color. So there was a cut apart in there that had this, it was actually this one, that had this polka dot, and I have this old Impression Obsessions cake, and I finally got to use it. So again, yay me, right? Finally got to get that out of the stash. So here is the candle that I used on that other card. It was part of this die set from Impression Obsessions, and I did use my Copics to color in the little cake part here. And this was a piece that was in my stash because, like I said, I was able to get 3 of these. I only had 2 of these cut aparts to do this, and I really could not figure out a way how to get a third one out of that. So I pulled this out of my my scrap bin and made that. This piece here was a tiny sliver on the side. I was able to get this little striped paper to use for the candle, so I had to kind of make one to go here. But I tried to use up everything I could out of that paper pack. So I've got out of this what I could, and I'm telling you, I'm kind of brain dead with this paper. This is what I have left. I have a lot of these like little strips, so I don't count that to me. That I may have been able to do something with. I mean, I definitely could have made a lot more cards here, but you know what? Like I said, I'm kind of brain dead from this paper pack. So, and I mean, some of this probably other people wouldn't have shown. They would just consider it like this, like trash. But I'm trying to show you everything I have left. Now, these definitely were scraps they felt like I could have probably made something with. And that is part of the paper pack, one of these solid papers. And then this is like the only like bigger sheets I had left. And I was planning on doing something more with this, with the polka dot and that, and I didn't get there. So that's everything I have left. And like I said, I really wouldn't count this part of it as anything viable. This is really, oh, I lied. I did have another cut apart I could have made with that cake. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. So this is really all I would count as really of any substance. Here is where I got the paper. That little sliver is where the candle came out of, if you can believe. So these were very, very small cut aparts, because again, this is scaled down for the 6x6 paper pack. And some of this I just didn't know how I would use, like this stuff. And it's all single-sided, so there's nothing I could have flipped it over with for the other. So that's that. So to count, I told you I used one of these, so there was 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 cards from a 6x6 paper pack. And I bet you I could have easily gotten another 4 or 5 cards out of what I had here with different designs. So that's a lot from one paper pack. I'm very happy with what I got. And like I said, I'm kind of done. So these are just going to go in a bin to donate to probably like one of my teacher friends or something for the kids and call it a day. The scraps can just get thrown out. So thanks for watching. If I can find what the name of this paper pack is, I will post it below. But I didn't think I did too bad for my first 6x6. Oh, wait, I've got 2 more. I forgot I got these. I did a honeybee planks background and cut these circles. And this was an old die I had from Stephanie. I forget, the Stamps of Life lady. So I had 29, and if I could have gotten another 4 or 5, I would have easily probably 35 out of this paper pack. So I'm happy with my first endeavors into the 6x6 paper pack creation, and I'm loving the versatility of what you can get just by this using the sketches. I thought that was really good. So thanks for watching. I pray that you enjoyed this and that you give me a thumbs up. I'm really starting to venture into this world of YouTube, and I love any creative criticism you have, but please, let's keep this positive. May you have a nice afternoon.